folks, good evening to everyone. Pat here again, and Kathleen behind the scenes as usual. Hope you all had a good week so far, and looking forward to another better week next week maybe. We're going to supposedly get a little bit of ease on our lockdown. 5 kilometres has been our travelling distance up to now, and we're hoping that at least will be our county. We're looking in Cork because it's the biggest county in Ireland. It's like a small Ireland, I suppose. So hopefully we can get to meet some of our friends at a distance and interact physically with people. I don't mean physical as in physical. I mean, they'll be physically there in front of you, not virtually. You know what I'm saying? And we're looking forward to that. And summertime is coming, of course, and good things, we hope. Going to build me a log cabin on a mountain so high that I can see my Willie as she goes riding by. Oh, the cuckoo, she's a pretty bird. She warbles as she flies, but she never hollers cuckoo till the 4th day of July. Well, I play cards over in England, and I gamble over in Spain, and I bet you my bottom dollar that I'll beat you next game. Oh, the cuckoo, she's a pretty bird. She warbles as she flies, but she never hollers cuckoo till the 4th day of July. Oh, my horses, they ain't hungry, and they won't eat your hay. I'll drive on home just a little bit further, wondering why you treat me this way. Oh, the cuckoo, she's a pretty bird. She warbles as she flies, but she never hollers cuckoo till the 4th day of July. There's one thing that's been a puzzle ever since that daytime began, is a man's love for his woman and a woman's love for a man. Oh, the cuckoo, she's a pretty bird. She warbles as she flies, but she never hollers cuckoo till the 4th day of July. says she flies, but she never honours Cuckoo till the birthday of July. See, Kathleen, I'm looking forward. July. April, May, June, July.
Why
I'm
not?
skipping the months, you know, wishing my life away. But there's always hope at the end of the tunnel, we say. And do a nice selection of different songs for this evening, folks. I don't know where the set list came from, Kathleen. Between you and me, we made.
We did.
Yeah. That last one was called The Cuckoo, and it's probably an English folk song that's found its way across to America and found its way back to Ireland via Doc Watson and the Kruger brothers to me. And some of my versions somewhere in between. So it's, folk music is very interesting that way. And that's what it's all about, the music of the people. For the people and by the people. Anyway, the next one is a song I love singing, and every dog in the town sings this song, different versions of it. Caledonia, written by the great Dougie McLean from Scotland, and brought to our ears first by our own Dolores Kane, a sister to Sean Kane, of course, or the other way around. Anyway. I don't know if you can see the changes that have come over me these last few days. I've been afraid they might drift away. I've been singing old stories, singing songs that make me think about where I come from. That's the reason why I seem so far away today. Together. Let me tell you that I love you, that I think about you all the time. Caledonia, you're calling me, now I'm going home. And if I shall become a stranger, now it would make me more than sad. Caledonia's been everything I've ever had. I'm sitting here before the fire, the empty room, the forest choir, the flames of gloom don't get any higher. They've withered now, they've gone. I'm into thinking my way is clear. Well, I know what I will do tomorrow. Hands have shaken, the kisses flow, and I will disappear. Let me tell you that I love you, that I think about you all the time. Caledonia, you're calling me, now I'm going home. But if I shall become a stranger, now it would make me more than sad. Caledonia's been everything I've ever had. Let me tell you that I love you, that I think about you all the time. Caledonia, you're calling me, now I'm going home. But if I shall become a stranger, now it would make me more than sad. Caledonia's been everything I've ever had. Caledonia's been everything I've ever had. Caledonia's been everything I've ever had. I missed the verse there, Kathleen. Did you notice?
I did.
Uh-oh.
I didn't want to distract you.
You wouldn't come to me, hell or high water. You drive on, don't you? Next one I dedicate to Joan and Neil O'Reilly down there in Inishannon. I know Joan often asks me to sing this song when I had the luxury of playing in public and at sessions and so forth, but hopefully those times will come back again. Don't be reminiscing negatively, Patrick. And I must learn a few more Gordon Lightfoot songs. There's so many beautiful songs. People have told me through the years that my voice would suit these songs many times, so I should pursue. But I'm a very, what would you say, restless kind of guy when it comes to learning songs. There's so many genres, so many songs I want to learn. Mixed genres, as they say. But anyway, this one is all about waiting at airports for aircraft when you could.
Oh, I wish we could again.
You'd wait a couple of days, Kathleen.
I certainly would.
In the early morning rain, with $1 in my hand, with a aching in my heart, and my pockets full of sand. I'm a long way from home, and I miss my loved ones so. In the early morning rain, with no place to go, out on runway number 9, big 707 said to go, but I'm stuck here in the grass, where the cold winds blow, where the liquor tasted good, and the women all were fast. Well, there she goes, my friends, but she's rolling down at last. Hear those mighty engines roar, see the silver wing on high. She's away westward bound, high above the clouds she'll fly, where the morning rain don't fall, and the sun always shines. She'd be flying over my home in about 3 hours' time. Well, this old airport's got me down. It's no earthly good to me, 'cause I'm stuck here on the ground, cold and drunk as I can be. You can't jump a jet plane like you can a freight train, so I'd best be on my way. In the early morning rain, you can't jump a jet plane like you can a freight train, so I'd best be on my way. In the early morning rain. okay, Kathleen? Can you feel the plane taking off down the
I
runway?
can. I wish.
Trust on your back. Look at all those people up in front of you. The aisle is a hill. We'll get there. We'll get there. We'll get there. Okay. Well, I had the pleasure of meeting the next lady a few times in my life, the great Peggy Seeger, and was delighted when she obliged and did a well-wish video for my 40th year in music. And she's 85 years of age, and she's just released yesterday her latest album, All Original Songs, and from a wise lady at this stage that has seen a lot of action in the world for sure. And it's called The First Farewell, and hopefully it's not the last one, or the second last one, or the third last one. I really love her voice at the moment, and she's doing her last Peggy at 5 on Sundays tomorrow, folks. 5 o'clock. Look it up in Facebook and YouTube. I won't tell you what the subject is tomorrow. You can find out for yourself.
It's fun.
Is it? And she usually picks a topic every week, and she just wings along, and it's fantastic. Yeah, very inspiring for sure. I'm starting to wing along myself now, getting at this stage. But here's a song that we're familiar with. She's among Peggy's songs that she's written, and she wrote this when she was only, let me think about it, about 28 or 9. And in 1958 was the disaster in Springhill in Nova Scotia, a mining disaster, and wrote this song. Luke Kelly brought it to our ears, and I remember vividly the version that U2 did on the Dubliners' 25th anniversary, Kathleen, on the Late Late Show. Springhill mining disaster. I think Christy Moore covered it as well. We think of all the folks that lost their lives underground. Town of Springhill, Nova Scotia, down in the dark of the Cumberland's mines, there's blood on the coal and the miners lie in roads that never saw sun or sky. Roads that never saw sun or sky. In the town of Springhill you don't sleep easy. Often the earth will tremble and roll. When the earth is restless, miners die. Bone and blood is the price of gold. Bone and blood is the price of gold. In the town of Springhill, Nova Scotia, late in the year of 58, the day still comes and the sun still shines, but it's dark as the grave in the Cumberland's mines. It's dark as the grave in the Cumberland's mines. 12 days passed when the lamps gave out, and Caleb rushed and got up instead. We've no more water or light or bread, so we live on songs and hope instead. We live on songs and hope instead. Listen for the shouts of the black-faced miners. Listen through the rubble for the rescue team. 600 feet of stolen slag, hope imprisoned in a 3-foot seam. Hope imprisoned in a 3-foot seam. 8 days passed and some were rescued, leaving the dead to lie alone. Through all their days they dug a grave. 2 miles of earth is a marking stone. 2 miles of earth is a marking stone. Thank you, Peggy. And fantastic songs. And new one, Kathleen, you got to hear a few of them yourself.
Oh yeah,
Go on
I like
the
her.
line
I
and so I'm
I
getting
enjoy
the
her.
physical signed CD hopefully next week if Brexit doesn't hold it up. I'm getting things from the United States faster than England at this stage, Kathleen.
Correct, yeah.
We're getting stuff from the United States in about three days.
Yep.
And so hopefully. Anyway, here's a song I had heard my siblings sing when I was young, and I was the youngest in the family. And the Banks of the Ohio, murder ballad, and different versions, of course, through the years. And this is my concocted version of the one I heard my siblings sing, and the Doc Watson version as well. So here's the hybrid version. I asked my love to take a walk, just a little walk, down beside where the waters flow, by the banks of the Ohio. Only say that you'll be mine, in no other's arms entwined, down beside where the waters flow, by the banks of the Ohio. I held a knife against her breast, as into my arms she pressed. Cried, oh Willie, don't you murder me, I'm not prepared for eternity. Only say that you'll be mine, in no other's arms entwined, down beside where the waters flow, by the banks of the Ohio. I wandered home about 12 or 1, thinking, Lord, what a deed I've done. I've killed the girl I love, you see, because she would not marry me. Only say that you'll be mine, and no other's arms entwined, down beside where the waters flow, by day, about 4:30, the sheriff walked right through my door. He said, young man, don't you try to run, you'll pay for this awful crime you've done. Only say that you'll be mine, and oh, what his arms entwined down beside where the waters go, by the banks of the Ohio. And only say that you'll be mine, and oh, what his arms entwined down beside where the waters go, by the banks of the Ohio, by the banks of the Ohio. Okay, hope that jogged a few of your memories, folks. Okay, next one is for my namesake, Joseph Kelleher, over there in New York. And beautiful song collected and preserved by the Macomb family, Sarah Macomb, being the songster that she was, and of course her son Tommy, the famous Tommy Macomb, kept this song alive along with his colleague Liam Clancy, and beautiful song, and similar air to Loch Lomond and Red is the Rose that in yonder garden grows. I'm biased, but I think it's a nicer song. Do you, Kathleen?
Yep.
Well, Joseph obviously thinks it is anyway, so. So here's your chance to sing along, folks. A beautiful love song. Red is the rose that in yonder garden grows. Fair is the lily of the valley. Clear is the water that flows from the Boyne. But my love is fairer than any. Come over the hills, my bonny Irish lass. Come over the hills to your darling. You choose the rose, love, and I'll make the vow that I'll be your true love forever. Red is a rose that in yonder garden grows. Fair is the lily of the valley. Clear is the water that flows from the Boyne. But my love is fairer than any. Was down by Killarney's green woods that we strayed. The moon and the stars, they were shining. The moon shone its rays on her locks of golden hair. She swore she'd be my love forever. Red is the rose that in yonder garden grows. Fair is clear is the water that flows from the Boyne, but my love is fairer than any. 'Twas not for the parting with my sister Kate, 'twas not for the grief of my mother, 'twas all for the loss of my bonny Irish lass, that my heart is breaking forever. Red is the rose that in yonder garden grows, fair is the lily of the valley, clear is the water that flows from the Boyne, but my love is fairer than any. Red is the rose that in yonder garden grows, and fair is the lily of the valley, clear is the water that flows from the Boyne, but my love is fairer than any. But my love is fairer than any. Especially for you, Joseph. Hope you enjoyed that. Thank you very, very much. Okay, I'm going to do a song next from the pen of Ralph Mattel, one of my favourite folkies. And again, like Gordon Lightfoot, must learn more of his songs, Kathleen. And this one is a song I had the privilege of singing with him in a get-together in Dublin, in actually Dunleary. And I asked him about the song, and it was exactly as I thought. And he told me he would reply to as well, but I'll leave you find out for yourself. But I think you could probably divert some of its sentiments to the pandemic as well, Kathleen.
You could.
It's a great song called Up, and just Yuppie Up. Hope you like it. Have a listen to the lyrics. When you look to the hill you must climb, your doubts will not disappear. Don't look down, look ahead, isn't that what they said? It's a long way up from down here. To be fearless does not mean you're brave. To be brave means you have to know fear. Each crevice, each grip, each foothold, each skip, it's a long way down from up here. So rise in the morning and run to the hills until you can run no more. Like a bird set free from the chains of the night and rise from the valley floor. The bigger the hill, the more shade. Deep in the dark lurks the fear. On top all alone, the only shadows you roam. It's a long way down from up here. You remember each painstaking step and the thump of your heart in your ear. Let it beat like a drum martial courage to come. It's a long way down from up here. So rise in the morning and run to the hills until you can run no more. Like a bird set free from the chains of the night and rise from the valley floor. Picture is broad or high up, with a view that cannot compare. 360 degrees might bring you to your knees. It's a long way up from down here. So rise in the morning and run to the hills until you can run no more. Like a bird set free from the chains of the night and rise from the valley floor. So rise in the morning and run to the hills until you can run no more. Like a bird set free from the chains of the night and rise from the valley floor. Hope you like it, folks. I certainly do anyway. I'm going to do a song for Barry Andrews next, and our friend down in Bantry. And Barry, hope you're doing well down there, and all your family as well, of course. And this song is a Scottish song that we kind of robbed. I heard Tommy make him sing this song first. Thanks for asking for the great song, and it reminds me of the guy we used to know in Macroom, Kathleen, in the Castle Hotel.
That's right.
And
Up in the used to sit in there.
Yeah, asked to sing the song, and he's no longer with us, that particular guy. And the guy that used to ask for the song is no longer with us. They just died in the last couple of years, so remember them as well. And Come by the Hills. Come by the hills to the land where fancy is free, and stand where the peaks meet the sky and the lochs meet the sea, where the rivers run clear and the bracken is gold in the sun, and the cares of tomorrow must wait till this day is done. And come by the hills to the land where life is a song, where the glories of old fill the hearts with their songs all day long, where the trees sway in time and even the sun sings in tune, and the cares of tomorrow must wait till this day is done. And come by the hills to the land where legends remain, where glories of old fill the hearts and may yet come again, where the past has been lost and the future is still to be won, and the cares of tomorrow must wait till this day is done. Together. Come by the hills to the land where fancy is free, and stand where the peaks meet the sky and the lochs meet rivers run clear, and the bracken is gold in the sun, and the cares of tomorrow must wait till this day is done. The cares of tomorrow must wait till this day is done. Thank you so much, folks. Hope you enjoyed that, Barry. And from the country folk American aspect, John Denver was another voice that I really liked, and songwriter and singer, of course. He was excellent at all those. You filled up my senses like a night in the forest, like the mountains in the springtime, like a walk in the rain, like a storm in the desert, like a sleepy blue ocean. You filled up my senses, come fill me again. Come, let me love you, let me give my life to you, let me drown in your laughter, let me die in your arms. Oh, let me lay down beside you, let me always be with you. Come, let me love you, come love me again. La 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 la, la 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 la, la 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 la, la 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 la. La 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 la, la 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 la, la 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 la, la 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 la. You filled up my senses like a night in the forest, like the mountains in the springtime, like a walk in the rain, like a storm in the desert, like a sleepy blue ocean. You filled up my senses, come fill me again. You filled up my senses, come fill me again. Thank you, folks. Kathleen, you just enlightened me that Heather has reminded me that we need to do another sea shanty night. Okay, Heather, we're going to have votes on this one. I'm only joking. We're going to do it. I wonder
Definitely.
How long could she wait? She's been waiting long enough, I suppose.
Really could do another week or two.
Yeah, I was going to suggest tonight, folks, this is up for grabs. I was going to do an entire night of banjo music. You know, people usually either love the banjo or they hate it. And I'm one of the lovers. Kathleen, what are you?
I like it, but I don't know, would people sit all night and listen to you?
Well, because I play guitar and banjo, I think I've been probably incorrect in some ways, because you know, Pete Seeger has been a big inspiration to me, and he was able to hold a crowd with a banjo singing an entire concert. I think when you're a pub singer, I sang most of my gigs were in pubs. You find the guitar is a lot more filling, and you feel when you start playing the banjo it's very empty. But then again, if you've got no reference on the night in question, So a few votes on that, folks. I will do a full night of banjo next week if you're up for it. If you don't want it, let me know just as easy. Don't be too kind. And I'll vary the thing very much from clawhammer to folk to bluegrass. And you can decide for us if you don't mind. So just a vote on that, folks, banjo or not. Just in one night. I promise I won't do it for another year again. Okay, that's the disclaimer, unless you really want it. And so I have a lot of work to do, Kathleen, but I think it's achievable because I've got a multi-genre selection. I won't be playing all bluegrass or all clawhammer or all folk, and so throwing it up for grabs, folks. You tell me what you think. And okay, just to, we'll bend the rules a bit and we'll sing a song for my good friend Alan Jones and the Ferryman he's requested. And that is a sea song of sorts. Ferrymen in Dublin were used to bring people from one side of the River Liffey, near the harbour area, across to the other side, before there was a multitude of bridges built, of course. And around the turn of the 20th century, I think, the ferrymen were kind of, how would you say, there's a name for it, Kathleen, made redundant, I suppose. So it's amazing how things, and obviously unemployment suffered as a consequence. And so we'll sing a couple of sea songs to get you in the mood. And this one is The Ferryman, and this one was written by the great Pete St. John, still with us, and he writes a blog every day on his Facebook page, so look him up. Pete St. John, he wrote The Fields of Athenry, he wrote this one, The Ferryman, The Rare Old Times, all those great songs. Especially for you, Alan, and your wife Jackie, and Dawn, of course. Oh, the little boats are gone, we're on the breast of Anne Liffey, the ferrymen are stranded on the quay. The Dublin docks is dying, and the way of life is gone. Oh, Shimoni, it was hard to you and me. Here we go. Where the strawberry beds sweep down to the Liffey, you'll kiss away the worries from my brow. I love you well today, and I love you more tomorrow. If you ever loved me, Molly, love me now. It was the only job I knew. It was hard but never lonely. The Liffey ferry made a man of me. Now it's gone without a whisper, I've forgotten even now. Sure it's over, Molly, over, can't you see? Where the strawberry beds sweep down to the Liffey, you'll kiss away the worries from my brow. I love you well today, and I love you more tomorrow. If you ever loved me, Molly, love me now. Now I'll tell the yarns, and I spend me days on talking. I hear them whisper, Charlie's on the door. Molly, we're still living, darling, we're still young. Sure that a river never owns me heart and soul. Where the strawberry beds sweep down to the Liffey, you'll kiss away the worries from my brow. I love you well today, I love you more tomorrow. If you ever loved me, Molly, love me now. Oh, the little boats are gone, we're on the breast of Anne Liffey. The ferrymen are stranded on the quay. The Dublin docks is dying, and the way of life is gone. Sure, Molly, it was hard to you and me. Where the strawberry beds sweep down to the Liffey, you'll kiss away the worries from my brow. I love you well today, and I love you more tomorrow. If you ever loved me, Molly, love me now. Let's go again. Where the strawberry beds sweep down to the Liffey, you'll kiss away the worries from my brow. I love you well today, and I'll love you more tomorrow. If you ever loved me, Molly, love me now. If you ever loved me, Molly, love me now. If you ever loved me, Molly, love me now. Off the cuff. Hope you enjoy that. Is everyone happy, Kathleen?
I'm sure they are.
Mm-hmm. Okay. We'll do another sea song off the cuff, Kathleen, for Heather.
Okay.
And sea shanties were sang, of course, on board the ships, the tall ships, in particular schooners and clippers and clipper ships, and I'm not forgetting the hookers, of course, in Galway, and ships.
Yeah, just explain it.
Oh yeah, okay. Lever Johnny Lever. I actually came across a version of this today done by Roger McGuinn, and the great Birds member, and he's playing a lot of his long neck banjo lately, Kathleen, so even he's turning to the banjo more, so maybe I should too. And he was singing a version, I got a notification today on YouTube of Finnegan's Wake, would you believe? On his website, on his YouTube channel. Okay. Oh, I thought I heard the old man say, leave her, Johnny, leave her. It's a long, hard pull to the next payday, and it's time for us to leave her. Leave her, Johnny, leave her. Oh, leave her, Johnny, leave her. Oh, the voyage is done, and the winds don't blow, and it's time for us to leave her. Oh, the skipper was bad, but the mate was worse. Leave her, Johnny, leave her. He'd blow you down, despite her curse, and it's time for us to leave her. Leave her, Johnny, leave her. Oh, leave her, Johnny, leave her. Oh, the voyage is done, the winds don't blow, and it's time for us to leave her. Oh, pull ye lovers, or you'll get no pay. Leave her, Johnny, leave her. Oh, pull ye lovers, and then be gay, and it's time for us to leave her. Leave her, Johnny, leave her. Oh, leave her, Johnny, leave her. Oh, the voyage is done, and the winds don't blow, and it's time for us to leave her. Oh, I thought I heard the old man say, leave her, Johnny, leave her. It's a long, hard pull to the next payday, and it's time for us to leave her. Leave her, Johnny. Leave her, Johnny, leave her. Oh, leave her, Johnny, leave her. Oh, the voyage is done, and the winds don't blow, and it's time for us to leave her. Last chance. Leave her, Johnny, leave her. Oh, leave her, Johnny, leave her. The voyage is winds don't blow, and it's time for us to leave her. That's for you, Heather. Hope you like it. Great if you had an audience, of course, that you could sing the whole thing with, or the chorus with at least. Well, we lost one of our great Irish personalities today. I put a quick video on this evening, and Shea Healy, he was a composer, TV presenter, singer, songwriter, and lots more. As I mentioned today, the last time I saw him in person was at Liam Clancy's funeral mass in Dungarvan in 2009, and Shea Healy did the what you call it?
Eulogy, is it?
Eulogy at the mass, and very, very fitting. I thought it was very measured. It was a bit of fun in there, a bit of sadness in there, a bit of respect in there for the great Liam Clancy, of course. And but anyway, Ireland won the Eurovision 7 times, and once in 1970, once in 1980, 87, and 4 more times in the 1990s, and we haven't won it since the Eurovision Song Contest. But the second time we won it was a song written by Shea Healy, and it was performed by Johnny Logan. And Johnny, of course, holds the record of being the only person to win the Eurovision Song Contest twice. He won it again in 1987. The only Eurovision song I sing up to now, Kathleen, was Rock and Roll Kids.
That's right.
I'm going to give this one a go, folks, and forgive the voice might get a bit high. Not as high as Johnny Logan's though, but remember Shea Healy. I've been waiting such a long time, looking out for you, but you're not here. What's another year? I've been waking such a long time, reaching out for you, but you aren't near. What's another year? Here goes. What's another year for someone who's lost everything that he owns? What's another year for someone who's getting used to being alone? I've been praying such a long time, 'cause that's the only way to hide your fear. What's another year? Together. What's another year for someone who's lost everything that he owns? What's another year for someone who's getting used to being alone? I've been crying such a long time, with such a lot of pain in every tear. What's another year? Let's go again. What's another year for someone who's lost everything that he owns? What's another year for someone who's getting used to being alone? I've been praying such a long time, 'cause that's the only way to hide your fear. What's another year? What's another year? What's another year? Well, Johnny. Okay. I tried, Kathleen.
Why not? You did try it. Did Johnny Logan, or she was asking Linda Martin's winning song, was it Johnny Logan wrote that?
Yeah, she's correct. So you see, he was involved in 3 winning songs. She's absolutely correct. Why Me was that song, wasn't it?
That's right. That's it, I think, yeah.
I'm going to try that next time. Another great song. There were fantastic songs, those 3 songs. What was the second one Johnny did again?
Oh, we got it earlier.
Someone will remember, 1987. Okay, folks, we've been, I think the Kruger brothers are friends in North Carolina, originally from Switzerland, are heading into their mid-90s of episodes. They do 2 every week, and Tom Coughlin has fallen in love with this particular song, as have I, as have Kathleen. And another song which is a bit more personal to them that we heard them doing last night, Kathleen, was Forever and a Day.
They opened it last, I love that.
So folks, you got to listen to the lyrics of that song in particular, as well as this one, very meaningful song, but it would do your heart good, the quality of the song and the production. There's a beautiful YouTube video of Forever and a Day from the Kruger brothers. If you get a chance, look it up on YouTube. And I think it's a black and white version as the kind of the official.
It's beautiful, yeah.
There's different versions of it, obviously been done by them live and so forth, but Forever and a Day, fantastic song as well. Okay, Tom, we got your way again. Any excuse to sing the song, and we will be watching the Kruger brothers after this show at midnight tonight, as we did last night. Kathleen, the cooking show is still on, isn't it? Every Sunday.
Yeah.
They do a cooking show every Sunday. It's fantastic.
And it's fun. It's fun between them.
I'm not saying it's informal, but it's very regal, and they're not chancers either, by the way. But they suggest they are. But you know, when you see what they've cooked up at the end of the evening,
it always looks good.
It looks great, and you've taken a few of their recipes on board, Kathleen. And you've got a couple of their vegetable peelers. Yeah. I gave you a present of them. All the way from North Carolina, and the Swiss veggie peelers. Have a look at them as well, folks. And Kruger brothers. Okay, and this is written by Uwe. All the places I have been to, all the things that I have seen, since I left my home to wander when I was just 16. Though the traveling was easy, since sometimes the road got rough, and by the time that I turned 35, I thought I'd seen enough. But for me to settle down a while was not what God had planned. So one more time I left my home with my suitcase in my hand. But the traveling took me far and wide, across the deep blue sea. And now I know, since I've been there, where I was meant to be. And I've seen sunsets on the ocean, I've seen the desert bloom, drove the endless highways beneath the prairie moon. Getting a picture in my mind I see when I think about it all, is the color of the leaves in Carolina in the fall. years I've sang the songs Doc has told to me, and the things that he would sing about I never dreamed I'd see. In the hills of Carolina, folks have opened up the door, and for the first time in my life I'm not a stranger anymore. And I've seen sunsets on the ocean, seen the desert bloom, drove the endless highways beneath the prairie moon. Yet the picture in my mind I see, and I think about it all, is the color of the leaves in Carolina in the fall. Yet the picture in my mind I see, when I think about it all, is the color of the leaves in Carolina in the fall. That always gets me, that song as well.
Oh,
Tom.
it's beautiful.
And Tom was trying to pull it off last week as a Cork song, was he?
Yeah.
A chance of Tom. He's trying to tell me North Carolina was down near Bantry or something. Anyway, 40 years ago, the famous hunger strike took place, and Bobby Sands was about halfway through his hunger strike 40 years ago, a bit over halfway through his hunger strike before his death in May 1981. And as I mentioned before, along with being an activist, he was also a great poet and songwriter. And I love this song. It's some people ask me, I was speaking earlier about Gordon Lightfoot and that song, The Wreck of the Edmund Fitzgerald, and but the melody to the verses of this is pretty similar to The Wreck of the Edmund Fitzgerald, and he probably borrowed the melody from it. And it's a song called Back Home in Derry, about a shipload of rebels who left Ireland on board a prison ship in the early 1800s, bound for Van Diemen's Land, Botany Bay. And this tells of their story on the way. Fairly gruesome journey, I would think. Which is Back Home in Derry. And here it goes, and we remember those who died for our freedom on hunger strike in 1981. In 1803 we sailed out to sea, out from the sweet town of Derry. For Australia bound, if we didn't all drown, the marks of our feathers we carried. And rusty iron chains we sighed for our wains, our good women we left in sorrow. As the mainsails unfurled, the curses we hurled on the English and thoughts of tomorrow. At the mouth of the foyle bid farewell to the soil, as down below decks we were dwelling. Oh, Doherty screamed, woken out of a dream, of a vision of Bould Robert dying. The sun that burned cruel as we dished out the brew, then O'Connor was down with the fever. 60 rebels today, bound for Botany Bay. How many will reach their receiver? Oh, I wish I was back home in Derry. Oh, cursed him to hell as her bow fought to swell. Her ship danced like a moth in the firelight. White horses rode high as the devil passed by, taking souls to Hades by twilight. 5 weeks out to sea, we were now 43. Our comrades we buried each morning, and in our own slime we were lost in a time. Endless nights without dawning. Oh, I wish I was back home in Derry. Oh, I wish I was back home in Derry. Bandyman's land is a hell for a man to end out his whole life in slavery, where the climate is raw, the gun makes the law, neither wind nor rain cares for bravery. 20 years have gone by and I've ended my bond. My comrade's ghost walked behind me. A rebel I came, I'm still the same. On the cold winds of night you will find me. I wish I was back home in Derry. Oh, I wish I was back home in Derry. Oh, I wish I was back home in Derry. Oh, I wish I was back home in Derry. Thank you, folks, very, very much. How are we doing, Kathleen?
All good.
What's the banjo synopsis?
A few seem to have liked it. The idea of it.
To play the other part on the banjo, Kathleen?
Don't look at me anyway.
Okay. Trying to turn them off, Kathleen. Well, here I am from Paddy's Land, the land of high renown, the broken hearts of all the girls some miles from Katy Town. When they hear that I'm away, they raise a hullabaloo. They hear about the handsome that they call a Donoghue. For I'm the boy to please her, I'm the boy to tease her, I'm the boy to squeeze her up, and I tell you what I'll do. I court her like an Irishman, big Bould O Donoghue, Tuesday, Bollickin, Swallickin, Bollickin, Bollickin, Bould O Donoghue. All I wish me love was a red rose on onion garden wall, me to be a dew dropping upon her brow I'd fall. Perhaps now she might think of me as a rather heavy dew, the more she'd like the handsome lad they call a Donoghue. For I'm the boy to please her, I'm the boy to squeeze her, I'm the boy to tease her up, and I tell you what I'll do. I'll court her like an Irishman, or be Bould O Donoghue, Tuesday, Bollickin, Swallickin, Bollickin, Bollickin, Bould O Donoghue. I hear that Queen Victoria has a daughter fine and grand. Perhaps she'll take it into her head for to marry an Irishman. If I could only have the chance to have a word or two, I'm sure she'd take a liking to the Bould O Donoghue. For I'm the boy to please her, I'm the boy to tease her, I'm the boy to squeeze her up, and I tell you what I do. I court her like an Irishman, we Bould O Donoghue, Tuesday, Bollickin, Swallickin, Bollickin, Bollickin, Bould O Donoghue. I'm the boy to please her, I'm the boy to squeeze her up, and I tell you what I'll do. I'll court her like an Irishman, we Bould O Donoghue, Tuesday, Bollickin, Swallickin, Bollickin, Bollickin, Bould O Donoghue. Bollickin, Swallickin, Bollickin, Bollickin, Bould O Donoghue. Okie dokie. Hope everyone is doing okay out there, folks, health-wise and stuff. It seems the vaccines are being rolled out and hopefully they're helping in other countries. We're a bit slow here on this side of the Atlantic in Europe, as a matter of fact.
Absolutely, yeah.
And the sooner we get it, the better, because summertime is coming. We'll try and live some kind of a normal summer if we can. You love to go to the beach, Kathleen?
Oh, yeah.
Even for a walk, with the wind blowing through your hair
Oh, yeah.
or your beard.
You can feel your hair flowing then, can't you, yourself?
Not me, no.
The beard will go down this time. It'll be flying.
It's getting nice and furry, Kathleen,
That is.
and soft, you know. I look after it. I'll be shaving it off in a couple of months' time, folks, for charity. So. And a big shout out to all our listeners and viewers from all over the world. And just thinking about the mining disaster there earlier, and you know, things happening underground, and our friend Gully from Iceland sends on great photographs. When I say great, they're spectacular looking, and videos of the volcanic action in Iceland, and hopefully it will be safe for everyone in Iceland, all the inhabitants. It's fascinating to see it, but Mother Earth is getting a bit overheated, and she's throwing lava at us, and spectacular. And look at it.
It is absolutely. They're beautiful.
Remember the ash cloud over Iceland, maybe, trying to think, 10 years ago nearly, is it?
Yeah.
I remember actually flying out to North Carolina, and I wasn't awake really at the time listening to them, and they said, no, we're travelling just over Glasgow, and we're heading just east of Norway. I said, I thought we were going to America, you know, but they were avoiding the Iceland ash cloud. But fascinating how they flew around it, you know. Aer Lingus with their Airbus 330s. And as I say, big shout out to everyone out there, folks. We really appreciate your company. It's very, very helpful for me, who was used to playing to a live audience, to have someone to virtually sing to. And thank you, Kathleen, for all the hard work behind the scenes as well.
No worries.
No, I mentioned Stan Rogers a good few times, and you should look him up if you get a chance, if you haven't done so already. And he just inspires me every time I hear him. I hear something new and powerful. And he died at only age 33, but his voice seems to be that of a 50-year-old at least, Kathleen, doesn't it?
Absolutely,
So
yeah.
mature.
He's really...
But he covered this one, a live version of this one, written by Mary McCaslin, an American singer-songwriter. And it's called Going Down the Road. And it's got a nice easy chorus for you. All you got to do is do-do-do-do-do. All you got to do is do. Do, 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 do. Sun is rising high, burning into the day. I will say goodbye, I'll be going away. Push away my doubts, but tomorrow will hold. Feeling fine for now, going down the road. To a city to sing, about the birds and the winds, about the mountains in the spring, the river that bends, the rocky deep pass, the poppies and ponies running through the grass, up and down the road. Here's your part. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 In the darkness they sit, they holler for more. White smoke in a wisp from here to the door. Their admission they pay for the stories they're told of a brand new day facing down the road. Heavy rain at my back, lazy meadows ahead. In my book I keep track of the promises made from my songs in the town that tomorrow will hold. Feeling fine for now, facing down the road together. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Sun is rising high, burning into the day. I would say goodbye, I'd be going away. Push away my doubts, what tomorrow will hold. Feeling fine for now, facing down the road together. Do 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 do. 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 Look it up down the road. Stan Rogers or Mary McCaslin. I prefer Stan's Sorry Mary version. And beautiful song. And okay folks, now it's time for us to leave you again. And as I say, looking forward to the summertime. And the summertime is coming. Trees are sweetly blooming. The wild mountain thyme grows around the blooming heather. Will you go, lassie, go? And we'll all go together. Oh, the summertime is coming. Trees are sweetly blooming, and the wild mountain thyme grows around the blooming heather. Will you go, lassie, go? And we'll all go together to pluck wild mountain thyme all around the blooming heather. Will you go, lassie, go? I will build my love a bower near yon pure crystal fountain, and on it I will pile all the flowers of the mountain. Will you go, lassie, go? pluck wild mountain thyme all around the blooming heather. Will you go, lassie, go? If my true love, she were gone, I would surely find another where wild mountain thyme goes around the blooming heather. Will you go, lassie, go? And we'll all go together to pluck wild mountain thyme all around the blooming heather. Will you go, lassie, go? We'll go again. And we'll all go together to pluck wild mountain thyme all around the blooming heather. Will you go, lassie, go? Will you go, lassie, go? Thank you, folks. Bit of percussion there off the stool, Kathleen.
Mind your can. Don't spill it.
Okay, be a good boy, she said. And okay, we'll finish off with our anthem, suggested by David Sheehan. I hope everyone is doing good out there in Kildare, Dave. And let's go for it. When you look and you see things are not what they should be, God's counting on me, God's counting on you. When you look and you see things are not what they should be, God's counting on me, God's counting on you. Hoping we'll all pull through, hoping we'll all pull through, hoping we'll all pull through, me and you. When there's big problems to be solved, let's get everyone involved. God's counting on me, God's counting on you. When there's big problems to be solved, let's get everyone involved. God's counting on me, God's counting on you. Hoping we'll all pull through, hoping we'll all pull through, hoping we'll all pull through, me and you. It's time to turn things around, trickle up, not trickle down. God's counting on me, God's counting on you. It's time to turn things around, trickle up, not trickle down. God's counting on me, God's counting on you. Hoping we'll all pull through, hoping we'll all pull through, hoping we'll all pull through, me and you. Now don't give up, don't give in, working together we all can win. God's counting on me, God's counting on you. Don't give up, don't give up, don't give in, working together we all can win. God's counting on me, God's counting on you. Let's go. Hoping we'll all pull through, hoping we'll all pull through, hoping we'll all pull through, me and you. What we do now, you and me, will affect eternity. God's counting on me, God's counting on you. What we do now, you and me, will affect eternity. God's counting on me, God's counting on you. Hoping we'll all pull through, hoping we'll all pull through, hoping we'll all pull through, me and you. When we sing with younger folks, we can never give up hope. God's counting on me, God's counting on you. When we sing with younger folks, we can never give up hope. God's counting on me, God's counting on you. Hoping we'll all pull through, hoping we'll all pull through, hoping we'll all pull through, me and you. Let's go again. Hoping we'll all pull through, hoping we'll all pull through, hoping we'll all pull through, me and you. Until next week, folks, episode 59. Good evening from myself and Kathleen, Sláinte Kelleher from Dripsey, County Cork, Ireland. Hope to have your company again next week for another episode. Thanks a lot, folks. Keep safe, keep well.